I'm so honored to be here with a former Member of Parliament, Mr. Leung. Could you please tell me a little bit about your platform and what you're trying to achieve here today at North York Festival?
Hi, Stephanie. It's really a pleasure to be here to attend these festivals. And in my role as the former Parliamentary Secretary for Multiculturalism, Canada as a country is built on its diversity. And what we do is we embrace members from all cultures. So therefore, we call ourselves multicultural. And we are one of the most successful multicultural countries in the world. Successful in a way that that we are able to integrate far more people from around the world into our community than any other country. And what multiculturalism does is that, if I could put it into an analogy for you, if you imagine all of us arriving in Canada as representing a thread of diversity, whether that thread is cotton, silk, or rayon, and each thread, when it's woven together into Canadian social fabric, makes us very strong, and that is the strength that we get in our diversity. But yet, the multiculturalism part of it, and where it's most successful, is that if you take an individual thread and pull it back out again, you are still uniquely what you are. You represent your country of origin, it represents the culture that you come from, and it is through this diversity that we are able to build Canada. And a festival like this at North York, which is really a platform, a common ground for all of us to come together and to share ideas, to share each other's thoughts, to share each other's dreams of what Canada should be. And this is the reason I'm here today. And it's a pleasure for me to attend this festival.
So what are some challenges in terms of multiculturalism that you are trying to put on a platform for people to solve in the future?
The challenges in multiculturalism is that multiculturalism itself is a very limited word to describe what we actually are, because it's multilingual, it's multi-ethnic, it's multi-racial, it's multi-religion, and it's also multicultural. And in order to bring all that together, we all need to achieve a certain common ground in what our shared values are. And those shared values are very basic tenets, principles of what a democratic society should be. So, for example, we are all here for the shared values of freedom, the shared values of participatory democracy, for the shared values of equality, and the shared values for the respect of rule of law. So those are our principles, but the challenge is how to bring it all together from the diversity of over 190 different groups that are represented here in Canada.
Sure. The Greater Toronto Area really has changed dramatically in the last 10 years, just with so many more immigrants coming to the country. Are there any programs that you support that would help these newcomers?
Yes, there are a lot of programs that are supported. In the previous Conservative government, we have a large amount of money set aside for settlement services. Settlement services include first of all, there's the English level, bring the immigrants' English level up to an area where they can effectively work in this society. We help them, connect them with jobs of their skills. We help them with their credential recognition. If they need to go back to school, we assist them in getting into adult education programs. For those people who find language itself being perhaps a little bit more difficult to learn, we can also teach them areas like trade schools and developing those trade skills that Canada critically needs in building this country of ours.
That's great. So we have a lot of different communities here representing their cultures today. What is your take on the event so far?
Well, my take on the event is that anytime that we can bring everybody from multi-diverse background into a common platform where we can all share and discuss and exchange ideas, I think this is a good thing. This is how we can extend our understanding of each other, because once those understanding barriers are broken down, we are all basically all the same. Like I said before, we're all here for one shared value, one reason, and that reason is that we're here for freedom, we're here for participatory democracy, and we're here for equality, and we're here for the respect of rule of law. And that's, once those goals are achieved, that way we can sort of maintain the promotion. We can strive for world peace, we can strive for harmony, and we can strive for better understanding.
Well, you've obviously achieved a lot in your career. What is your advice for the youth that are interested in getting involved in politics?
Let me be first to say that politics is not for everybody. It's my advice. Rather than my advice, my encouragement is for youth to be engaged in our political system. No matter how you look at it, how you dissect it. The politics is a platform where people can share ideas, and this is important to our democracy. And it's only through the sharing of ideas that we can make changes. Rather than stand on the outside and yell and scream and criticize, then get involved, get engaged in the system to make those changes. I must admit that I came to this country in 1968, and from 68 for the better part of 10, 15 years, I still felt like I was a guest in this country. And then around the late, after being here 20 years, I felt that I have something to offer. And because I have something to offer, I need to get engaged. So I joined the party and basically worked myself up. And today, in 2011, I became a member of parliament. And that allows me the opportunity to actually speak in the House on behalf of Canadians, representing people who live in my riding of Willowdale.
Fantastic. I really appreciate you being here with us today.
It's a pleasure, Stephanie. It's a pleasure for being such a patient interviewer. Okay.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Yes, I will.